Hello there, and welcome to the Factional Showdown episode 4. You're looking at Enter the Helping Hands. He hails from Brighton. He's the Dark Destroyer, the king of anime, and the only professional streamer in Company of Heroes history. Helping Hands is the ESL March monthly champion, and he's the champion of many people's hearts. It's his first entrance into the Factional Showdown, and I personally asked him to enter because I know the name value he has, but also I know he's the only top-level player that can play Brits to their potential because he owns Brits. It is his faction. He's up against somebody that is, pound for pound, the most consistently good tournament player in the past 3 years of competition. Noggano is a rock of the competitive scene, and do you know what rocks are good for? They're good for weathering storms and then bashing into people's heads. Noggano is it's amazing. He's one of my top 2 favourite players, and you can probably guess the other one. He's a Company of Heroes 1 veteran, a Company of Heroes 2 veteran, both of 1v1 and 1v2. So this is a hype matchup. Everybody remembers these guys' big King of the Hill games earlier this year, where of course we saw that famous Command Panther go under the ice due to the most lucky Cromwell shot of all time. And that's the hype portion out of the way. It's now 2 minutes into this game. Let's get our eyes onto the battlefield and into this. We've got the Tommies. They've branched out. Sandbags being set up. Helping Hands very much trying to open up this side of the map. He's a clever guy. He's a strategical guy. He's got this Vickers waiting for the influx from this area, which will try and decap his position. That's the kind of thing Helping Hands does. He thinks about things. He's a very intelligent guy, is James Whiteside. But Nikolai's no slouch either. He's a great guy. He's very funny as well. He's a good English speaker for a Russian. Well, he's just a good English speaker. He probably speaks English better than most people from Stoke-on-Trent. That doesn't say much, though, to be fair. Got any friends in Steam chat? Any Company of Heroes friends at all? Any friends of, you know, competitive games in general? Get them in this stream right now, because I promise you that this is going to be a hype matchup. This is going to be something really to watch. 2 players playing on factions. They are extremely good at playing. Very balanced map in Crossing in the Woods. It can't get better than this. 2 Tommies. The Vickers is in position. This Folks Grenadier backs away. Will it eat suppression? Possibly. We do have... He isn't within the eye of sight, but not the Vickers' eye of sight. We've got a flank on the go. The Stern Pioneers gunning for this shed. They're going to try and get there. Oh, they're just hiding at the moment. They know the entrance is actually on this side of the building. That's the kind of plays Noggano is capable of. 2 Tommies behind green cover with that improved rate of fire. Kuberwagen's had to back out of there. I don't see this as a battle Noggano can win unless these Folks Grenadiers come in to help out, and they're not doing that. So he's had to retreat out of there for now. Helping Hands is a master of winning gunfights. He's been winning gunfights since 2011 when he started his professional streaming career. And that isn't bullshit. That is not hyperbole. Helping Hands has been streaming this game to make profit for 6 years.
One extra soldier can be added to infantry squads now.
Wow, Helping Hands going with increased squad sizes. Bolster infantry squads for 35 fuel, 150 munitions. That's going to give him real staying power on the battlefield, to be honest. And he's getting the 6-pounder out as well. So these 5-man Tommy squads... Something just died.
We're losing a capture point.
Something just effing died, I swear it. Hang on a second. Something happened in the top left of the screen. It was just weird, glitchy thing, maybe. Nothing died. Don't worry, guys. It's fine. Helping Us is now pushing southeast with his forces. He's got his Vickers constantly in play with the Tommies, and this is how you play the game. You never let unless it's a Maxim circa 2015, you never let a machine gun do its work on its own. It has to be paired up with something that will give it line of sight and protect its flanks, and that's exactly what Helping Hands does.
A capture point is being overrun.
Folks Grenadiers pushing around, though. He notices Helping Hands has relinquished his hold on the southwest. But Helping Hands doesn't give a shit. He's now gone for the southeast.
The you ordered is ready.
Royal Engineers pushing up. Helping Hands has not chosen a commander yet. Of course, he's had to... His two biggest commanders have been taken away from him. He can't be fielding the glorious land mattress today. You will not see him with his special weapons half-tracks. He has instead been pushed into using tactical support, Royal Engineer, or Royal Artillery. Noggano, likewise, has been banned from using special operations or, indeed, breakthrough. And he's got Scavenge instead, which is very good for Noggano. He likes that one. He's got Firestorm, or Luftwaffe. Whoa! Wagon about to die. 6 pounder says hello. Big shot goes in. One more shot required. Could kill this thing. That weird bug where it tries to retreat and then rockets forward. Lucas is very close to an M6 mine there. Needs to be careful. Might try and push him towards it. Tommy's in this house here doing some good work. This battle's beginning to heat up now. We need full attention on everything in front of us. Minesweeper's coming into play. That's lucky for Noggano. Focus Grenadiers pushing up to take the cut off. Helping Hands is trying to mitigate though. He's got a great eye for the game. He understands the game very well, and he noticed he was exposed there, and he got the Vickers put down before he even needed, well, just in time for the Handsy man. If everybody in chat, there's probably 200 people plus watching, between 200 and 300 I estimate probably right now. I want to see go Hands or go Noggano. Declare your allegiance for one of the other of these two great players right now. And YouTube commenters can do the same as well. If you're watching this on YouTube, all 3,000 of eventual future time travelers, I want to see go Hands or go Noggano in chat right now. Declare your allegiance. Chat's just lit up. Surprised nobody's gone for Go Banana, the Ralph Wiggum quote from The Simpsons. But, and there we go. 6 pounders reposition. That's the good thing about support weapon play. You want to try and reposition. Mine goes off. Doesn't do too much damage. Just kills one member. But this Sturm Pioneer could follow up with the Sturmgewehrs. Lucas is waiting for the Mechanized Regiment Headquarters to get its upgrade. Sturm Pioneers could actually get polished off here. No. Lienful rifles won't be able to do the job. Notice Noggano has pressed up and stayed within this building. The Jaeger Light Infantry Squad has just popped into this garrison here. Going to cause these sappers all kinds of problems. Because we have now had our commander choices. It was, of course, Scavenge, very predictably for Noggano. For Helping Hands instead, it's Royal Engineer Regiment. To get that AVRE into action. One of the few people in this world that has seen an AVRE in the flesh. It isn't, of course, in the tank conservation warehouse of Bovington Tank Museum. I refuse to not call it Bovington. Paid for an all-access tour, and I got to see an AVRE. It's a very cool tank in real life. AEC is on the field. This, Luke's days are numbered. Do we have a Raketenwerfer? Yes, we do. It thwarts the AEC and pushes it back. Second shot comes in. It pops the smoke pots. Gets the hell out of there. What's on the retreat path? Nothing. It's going to be safe. But there you go. We saw a duel. And we saw good position from Noggano, good reactions and good retreats. Reversing from the Panzer II. In a good retreat, reverse path will save your life. Ian in chat asks, is this best of 3? It is a best of 1. The great thing about Factional Showdown is we don't have to cycle through the factions. These guys declare their factions going into this. So a best of 1 is as fair as it can be. Kuberwagen going down to the shot of the 6 pounder. Great, yeah, so as I say, because they declare the factions, it allows us to do best of 1 in a quite a fair way. So the semi-finals are best of 1 and the final is best of 3. Sturm Pioneers advancing, trying to push away and take revenge upon the 6 pounder for that loss. The 5-man squad of the Royal Engineers. Those Sten guns doing great work there. Elsewhere, this Tommy's going to have to get the hell out of there. Raketenwerfer ready to werf Raketens. Good work being done by Noggano. He has a lot of the map right now. He's in a great position. He's about to get a triple cap on the go. Lucas is ready for war once more. He's only got 2 kills. Good mitigation from Hans in general. Mortar's now up. 400 manpower, well spent there. AC's only got the 1 infantry kill so far. Puma in the build for Noggano. Interesting. It's going to work well though, because of course you might be wanting to go Osvin, so an anti-tank vehicle is a great option. AC rocks against the frontal armour of the Panzer II, going to push it away. Rakettenwerfer ready to fire in the midst though. There you go, from Cloak, third of the health now remaining for the AC. Puma rushes in, 6-pounder ready though. Pops smoke and gets the hell out of there. So it's seen tit for tat, ebb and flow, to and fro gameplay on the fields of Crossing in the Woods. Jaeger Light Infantry doing what they do best. Stay within this garrison and fire shots out of these windows. Oh, mortar round! Rockets against the roof there. Puma on the push. We've got a big flank in from these Foes Grenadiers. This AC's got a damaged engine. Puma's rushing in. This 6-pounder was decrewed, but has now been recrewed. Will hit the rear armour of the Puma. Gets back within the line of out of the scope. Pops smoke around the 6-pounder to smoke it out. Great engagement there from Noggano, but good mitigation from Hans. Seems the Jaeger Light Infantry nearly died. Had to retreat back to base with a one-man squad remaining, so decent work from the Tommies. Trip cap is in now for Noggano. He's doing well. Elsewhere, Hans has now got the Vickers going west to try and recapture some of that territory. That is the command vehicle designated for the AEC. Oh, big shot comes in from the 6-pounder max range. Panzer II Lux will be able to survive, though. What a game we've had so far. We're only 13 minutes in. Let's check out the stats in this brief lull in activity. It's a tight KD. Noggano, of course, okay, you can't really trust that graph, but you can trust this one. Points held in Nagano's favour quite heavily. Take a moment to go back to that right now. You'll see he's had the ascendancy for most of it. Army value always kind of stays ahead for OKW because of the Stern Pioneers, so that's an untrustworthy one. And to me, it looks very much as though we already suspected Noggano has had a slight advantage in the majority of this game, but Brits are a late-game faction. They book the trend for Allied design, and they're very good in the late game. Lay footings for Panzer HQ. Got the Schwer Panzer headquarters setting up in the rear. Possibly, maybe, I fancy a Jagdpanzer on this map, maybe. A Vanilla Panther, perhaps. Of course, OKW are also a late-game faction. In fact, they are the game's late-game specialists. It's just that Brits are the only allied faction that gets stronger in the late game. So that is the only faction I could foresee, after around the 20-minute mark, being in a weak position to really take it against a top-level player such as Noggano. And for Hans in this game, in my opinion, on his build order and what I see for it, it'll all be about trying to get the AVRE and the squad wipes behind these bushes. He's going to be wanting to push in, get an AVRE squad wipe, but he's going to have to keep the AVRE protected. I've had somebody comment that the best late game faction gets the best starting unit. One thing to remember about... Oh god, this Puma's pushing in! Smoke has been popped from both sides, so attached ground doesn't matter. The thing about Stern Pioneers is they're very expensive, they're very costly. A lot to reinforce, and they have so many tasks in this game. They have to repair. They have to be that DPS unit. They also have to be a minesweeper. And they're so expensive to lose. So they're a high-risk, high-reward unit. I think they're very well balanced in my opinion. However, it did take a couple of years to get them to that position. Also, they now have to have Panzerschrecks sometimes. So they have a lot of work to do. AC has done well so far. It's climbed to Veterancy 1, which of course allows it to target treads. Oh, good mines go in. That, of course, is the Infiltration Grenade Assault of Scavenger Doctrine. Oh, that's a big loss. Instantly taking that 6-pounder away from Hans. And Hans has got to have his head in his hands right now. Because he's just lost his anti-tank gun. And that one of his anti-tank guns. He's still got one remaining. But that's a big loss. His AVRE's got its work cut out for it when it eventually hits the field now. In 10 minutes' time. Tobis asks, what's the score? This is a best of 1, so the score is 0-0, and it's first of 1, baby. This is instant threat. It's an elimination round. The winner gets to face Paula on Faymanville Approach in the final. Stolen 6-pounders retreating for its life behind the shield, gaining that green cover bonus. Big shots going from the other 6-pounder. Pumas on the retreat. Luke's is pushing in. It's got 8 kills, Veterancy 2. Stern Pioneers are coming up against heavy fire from these Tommies. Gotta remember the Vickers. God, the Mortar's already climbed to Veterancy 2. Done well so far. And now this is what we call A's finishing off his whiskey. So do your own casting, please. That's bloody lovely. Got it for my birthday. Scottish single malt. Ah, so beautiful. Infantry section is starting to cap up the west. Helping Hands has got... Oh, we got a crash! Oh. There it was. It hit this... Is that where it hit? Yeah, it was. Hit that Stern Pioneer. If that was 2 years ago, that would be a dead Stern Pioneer. So we do have the Schwer up. He does have significant manpower and good fuel reserves. So I wonder what he's going to go for here. I'd recommend a Panzer IV and possibly a Jagdpanzer, but I'm not Noggano. Noggano is one of the greatest players of all time. I'm just a caster. That's all I am. That's all I pertain to be. I've probably cast more high-level play than anybody except Imperial Dane, but that doesn't qualify me to make Noggano's decisions for him. And it actually irks me when casters who aren't very good at the game say what they think a Russian heavyweight champion should do. I have been reliably informed it was indeed a mortar shell, not a plane crash. Probably the wreckage of that van that's on that area of the map. We've had an infantry group lost. Bodies on the battlefield. 900 manpower for Noggano. What the hell's this guy doing? Had Jaegers to replenish his lost forces. But look at these modified M6 mines as the mortar detonates them, leaving the Jaegers with a full health. That's really unfortunate for Hans. Where is his luck in this game? That's how he speaks. I'm reliably informed. I've met him, I think, 5 times now. I was hoping he'd invite me to his birthday party, but he didn't. 8-man Jaeger assault squad is pushed up with the Foch Grenadiers. This is what's known as a battle grouper. As we look at it from the top branch of that tree, the Helping Hands' army is looking pretty decent as well now. He's managed to stem the tide of the victory point lead, and he's doing pretty well now. Puma's pushing in though. Puma's going for the AC! Finishes it off! Will it manage to make it out of there? Yes, it will. That 6-pounder won't be able to shoot it. Attacks ground, doesn't matter. And gets the hell out of there. Good work from the Puma. Here comes the Lukes as well. The Puma's last gift to the world was, of course, the reconnaissance plane, of it being a command vehicle. That's definitely a plane crash this time. Luke's pushing in. Noggano getting aggressive. 105 more howitzer artillery barrage. These Jaegers are saying, bring it on. I'm going to die for the Vaterland. Retreats at the last second. Oh god, it's right in base. Oh, the humanity! Yes, another 6-pounder decrewed. He recrews it instantly. Luke's goes in for the kill. Veterans to 3. Luke's wailing upon that 6-pounder. It reverses away. Keeps the shield up. Won't be able to get the shot in. Noggano's going for it. We do have the... I believe that's the Cromwell. I can never be sure. It's a Cromwell building. Oh, God, this brutal activity. Panzer IV is now in action. He's probably going to try and destroy the 6-pounder weapon itself as this Luke's brutally assaults the infantry squads. The Cromwell's got to come in to save the day. Big shots going in. Noggano knows no other thing other than big shots as he now destroys the 6-pounder. Mortar happily throwing shells at these behemoths, these panzers. Boxes fly across the screen inexplicably. Nobody quite understands it. Is this Cromwell, the saviour of the British Army? Oliver's army's on its way as this Cromwell rears into the battlefield. It's got its work cut out for it. Now it takes out the Panzer II! Veteran 4 Panzer II bites the dust. Helping hands coming back. The British are coming. Cromwell with a great shot there. Enters onto the battlefield. With an interference. Stone cold stunners that Panzer II into submission. Puma though. Puma knows what's up and Puma's out for vengeance. Helping Hands is not... He doesn't know defeat. He doesn't say never until it's all over. Very intelligent player. He knows to keep playing until the fat lady's singing. He's got the skills to make it work. Raketenwerfer is in position. Puma is prowling and after the Cromwell. Here we go. Placements under attack. You have to brace that thing. Ostwind's also on the battlefield now. Cromwell's coming into play against the anti-air flak panzer. Puma's coming around the trees. The mortar's now destroyed. There's 400 manpower down the Swanee. 6-pounders in the build for Hands. He's going to have to replenish his stocks. And look at that. We've got a triple cap against the Brit by the angry Russian playing as the late game Wehrmacht Oberkommando West.
Enemy causing trouble, trying to take one of our points.
Tank commander is surveying the battlefield and he's thinking, blimey, governor, they're all around us. Like, I don't know what he's looking at right now. There's a bush, there's a tree, there's a bush, there's a shed, there's another tree. That's what a Sandhurst education does to you, everybody. True officer training there. Looking at the fauna. Or the flora, rather. Tourniquet, that's exactly what they are. They're a late-game Wehrmacht faction, OKW. Very much represent a Battle of the Bulge kind of army. Or that's what they're trying to do. Although I know the names make no sense, but it's just what relic we're going for. Panzer IV and Raketenwerfer thwarting that Cromwell's advance. And this is the... Hans is a stuck pig right now. And what do stuck pigs do? They bleed. They bleed everywhere. And they scream like a human, as many vegans will tell you. Infantry section getting pushed away. Good positional play from Noggano. He's got everything covered except for this Western VP. Hans needs to push there in all honesty to keep himself in the game. Mine goes off. Cromwell's ready to finish off the Ostwind. Will he be able to get the shots in? Stolen 6-pounders there, however. Puma's there, however. Needs one more shot. Then needs to get the hell out of there. Will he get the shots? Yes. Oh, he won't get the shot. And now he might die because of it. Where's the 6-pounder in all this? It's not in position. Cromwell. Not in position. Dies. And dies a hard death. The Puma went down. By the way, I missed that on camera. The Puma went down. Cromwell is now down. And it looks like Helping Hands has been heavily rocked. If this was a boxing match, every single judge's scorecard would be against him. He now needs a knockout blow. I believe the Ostwind got the tank kill there. Oh, Panzer with big shots against that clumped support weapon infantry. We got a double AKW win possibly today. And that is what we expected. And that opens up really interesting situations. Mines go off. Hatton's microing to his bitter end. Trying to decap that victory point. Here comes the Flak Panzer though. Flak Panzer pushing in. Decrews the 6-pounder. Panzer reigning supreme on the battlefield. Big shot goes in against the Royal Engineers. Misses, hits the wall there. But the Flak Panzer's not going to miss. This thing's reloading as we speak. It's got another salvo ready. These poor Welshmen on retreat. Come on, run home, laddies! That was a Scottish accent, Matt. Your accents need serious work. Just a note there for myself. And Noggano's going in for the kill. He's surrounding Hans. They're all clumped up. If you can get the angle here, this could be bad. It's the gully of death for the Englishman. Oh, big shot goes in, brutally so. The exodus of Hans. It's like the Israelites running from Egypt. They need a miracle. They need divine intervention. Do a machina. You're circled and surrounded. Mine goes off. It doesn't mean diddly squat because at this point in time, only a Cromwell can save us. And this Cromwell is going to appear much like the Terminator from Terminator Judgment Day. So I'd like to hear it from chat. Dun 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 dun. 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 Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Seriously, this needs to be a T-1000. It needs to terminate everything on the battlefield right now. It needs to be the Terminator Cromwell. It appeared from nowhere, from a time in the near future. It needs to take out this Austrian with its first killing blow. Got 27 victory points remaining. The infantry needs to go and cap this victory point. The Cromwell needs to finish off its prey. However, you have the Panzer. There we go. We have the Austrian down. However, Terminator goes down with the thumb out. That's right. And he sinks below the lava. And he's now a dead helping hands. Let's check out the stats. 4 helping hands is unfortunate loss there. Hello darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk to you again. OKW reigning supreme. Now, the funny thing is about Factional Showdown, the hilarious thing is that when you've got a kind of mirror match situation where, in this case, 2 Axis wins, 2 OKW wins, we're going to see a reverse situation where one of the guys is going to have to play Brits. And we're going to have to work out now who that's going to be in Game 1. Who gets to play as OKW? And so we'll do a coin toss.